Yo, what's going on? We had a lot going on today. I wanted to cover the Kiki or the Coco and Naomi tennis match, but I only had this small amount of time to cover. Well, to record both videos. So hey, if you don't know me, my name is Keith. I do Black Quarterback Series, and today we're doing this week in sports. So I'm gonna start with the Arch Manning thing, and then we're gonna get into some other stuff. So I got his numbers on the board. Arch Manning was terrible yesterday. Didn't look at the game, but I listened to the game from start to finish. Got a little people's reactions while they were the people that actually looked at the game. I listened to them from start to finish. It sounded like the moment got too big for him. Now, your first real start as the unquestioned leader, um, and you look like the moment was too big for you. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at Archie or Arch for not playing well. I'm not mad at any of that. And I'm just gonna lay the facts out there. Shout out to Trey Soul, but I felt like he didn't say the quiet part out loud when I was looking at his stream reaction yesterday. Um, this is a race thing, because could you imagine if Shador Sanders would have went out there his first game against TCU last year and looked a few years ago and looked this bad? Could you imagine what they would be saying about Dion, his family, and about Shador? How Shador shouldn't be here, Shador this, Shador terrible, he's ass, he only got here because of his father and blah blah blah. But then you turn it to Arch Manning, who did 10 times as bad with way more talent. Somebody made a point last week, or earlier when I was reading through Twitter. Twitter's a cesspool, but I'm reading through all this just to gauge people's reactions, and they were like, Shador would probably won Heisman or a national championship with that offensive line. I don't agree that he won a national championship because Ohio State was ridiculous last year, but let's keep the same energy. Let's keep the same energy. If this was Arch Marshall or Arch Jennings instead of Arch Manning, will we have these big expectations? And this is why I don't watch the media anymore. If you see me catching over, I'm watching Clash of Parents WWE. Looking over, that's what I'm be looking at. But we can't be like Shador needs to do this. And then the guy that we want, Paul Farnbine, up here talking about he's a better prospect or better player than Tim Tebow, and the guy hasn't even done anything yet. So, keep the same energy is all I'm asking. If he goes out there and stinks up the joint again, let's keep that same energy. Don't be like, oh, we're too quick to judge and this, and the third and blah, blah, blah. Let's not do that. Let's keep that same energy that we had with Shador Sanders and Deion Sanders. And I'm going to leave it at that. So, the Cowboys trade. The Cowboys got Kenny Clark, few picks, and they traded to their rival in the Dallas Cowboys. They traded him to Michael Parsons to the Green Bay Packers. And Jerry Jones goes on to talk about, well, we got some of those picks, and some of those picks might be Pro Bowlers. Yeah, Jerry, but those picks, you don't know what they're going to be yet. You have no idea what they're going to be, but you're just like, oh, they're going to be Pro Bowlers. You legit have no idea what they're going to be yet. All you had to do was pay your guy. And if you wasn't going to pay him, you should have traded him in the offseason or before the draft when you could have got the most for him. You could have got the most for him instead of trading him a week before the season start. Now you're going to get nothing for him. The D tackle you got back is cool, but you just gave Green Bay a Pro Bowler, and that's going to probably come back to bite you in the ass. Because if you have any thoughts of winning, it got to go through Green Bay. It's going to have to go through Green Bay at some point, right? So I don't know. It's just, like I say all the time, they're not going to win anything if let's redo that. Like I say all the time, they're not going to win anything as long as Jerry Jones is alive, and that's a sad reality for them. So, and the last football talk, Alabama loses. I can't remember the dude's name. I'm gonna put his face up and I'm gonna put his name on there because this brother, I don't know if he'll ever be in the NFL, But he talked that talk, he walked that walk, and they was able to beat Alabama in week 1. And Alabama got some questions to answer. You're not the big dogs on campus no more. Johnny Manziel, he's well in his right to say this because he used to dominate Alabama. Nobody's scared of you guys anymore. Nobody is scared of you guys anymore. There's no fear factor with Alabama. Um, like there's just no fear. Nobody gives a f about y'all like that. People about to come in and get their licks like they've been doing for the Patriots for the last few seasons. Don't nobody feel bad for the Patriots fans or Patriots in general. Y'all had almost 20 years, damn near 23 years of dominance. Alabama's the same way. Alabama better get it together. Like they're not gonna get as many recruits as they think they're gonna get. So, shout out to that brother. His name been on the screen. His face been on the screen. He deserves recognition. Um, yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. Come back Wednesday where I do my preseason. Not my preseason. Oof, we're at the end of this. Where I give my Super Bowl predictions and my AFC Championship stuff. So AFC, NFC Championship stuff. Stay tuned. I'll talk to you guys Wednesday.